Welcome to another video where we talk about the second stock split of Tesla. It's not officially announced yet, but I mean, look at how we started already into the brand new year with almost 4% plus. Okay, let's talk about the split. Now, the stock split would have crazy impact on the stock price, obviously. Same like my X10 Masterclass.com would have on your life or investment career, because it's just crazy what I put into this masterclass. Okay, you will get 100 never released videos from my story with Tesla stock, how to find stocks, which tool to use, which websites to use, everything. Okay, I'm basically putting there everything inside. You have lifetime access to my Discord channel, and last but not least, you have a 107-point Excel file that you actually can use to find out how much of a conviction, according to all of these lessons that you will learn there, is the conviction rate of your investment. Okay, so the last days of the 23% discount are actually, expiring on the 7th of January. Wolf23 is the code that you can check out with the course, and I would be happy when you join. But let's talk about Tesla shares, okay? Tesla, for my personal investment life, was absolutely life-changing, okay? We was one of the first people here, the Wolfpack, that was supporting, the huge, successful, unbelievable ride with Tesla shares. I mean, from almost bankruptcy to the biggest energy company in the whole world, it's absolutely ridiculous. And let me show you what actually the last Tesla split did for the stock, okay? If you are looking 6 months from here, you can actually tell when exactly was the stock split, right? I mean, here around August, we had the stock split, and the company went up in price about 70%, and then we had the other event, which was the S&P 500 inclusion, where we were also 70% gains on the 70% gains. It's like a 70% inception of Tesla shares gains, right? So you can imagine what the second stock split will mean for the stock price. And let me tell you something. The last time we did the stock split was actually when the stock went at around $1,000 per share, all right? So what can happen if we gaining about, 25% more from here, we actually hit this mark again. Now, there is some pro that I want to first talk about, okay? So I believe that if a stock split price is there, it's more applicable for more investors. I have seen so many comments after the split that I even didn't, expect it, right? I mean, so many people said, wow, now that the stock is no longer at $1,000, just $200, I will buy some shares. I mean, nothing changed, right? Just a different price. So obviously this was a brilliant move for them as well, even when not really planned or really with much intelligence behind it. You could gain a lot of money, obviously, right? If you're still holding on to them, which, we teach here on this channel, long-term and innovative consumer companies. So I think that this is obviously one of the big main points, okay? And Elon Musk said it in a tweet as well, more, smaller investors can buy shares now. With fractional shares though, it's not that of a must do, but it's apparently nice. And this is now leading to the second point, which I think is even more important. I expect, if the second stock split will be announced, that we will definitely will see a capital raise, because then the price will be so high, because this can sparkle another 50% gain maybe after the stock split, which put the stock somewhere at 1,500, or by a stock split to $300 per share, which would then, just unbelievably spark, a huge valuation for Tesla, which then Tesla could, with a very small dilution, raise another $5, $10, $15 billion, and with this money they could, build many other gigafactories out there. And as we know, factories build cars, and Tesla builds factories. Okay, so this is the fact, this is the exponential growth factor number one for Tesla shares and the Tesla story, obviously, to produce more and more. We don't have a demand problem like so many short sellers are actually claiming. We actually can produce more cars. We actually cannot produce enough cars to sell to all those people with, you know, the demand for it, right? And think about what will happen with a new democratic leadership in the US. If this is happening, then we might see a huge push into sales of electric vehicles because they will, you know, introduce maybe a tax benefit. So for us as Tesla shareholders, you know, this is just another bullish way. Now, so the question is how we go to $1,000 per share. And this is actually, you know, quite simple, because then we have to look into those bullish catalysts that are up front, okay? And Gary Black from Twitter is actually a very nice guy to look into it if you're following Tesla. So please follow this guy. He's really, really, really important for our Tesla community. And, you know, I personally believe that the smartest people in the communities of the stock worlds are actually in Tesla or bullish on Tesla. So I think that, you know, following this community, you know, follow my fellow YouTube friends here like Hyperchange, like financial education from Jeremy, like for example also solving the money problem, right? But Gary Black is basically every day gives us super nice Tesla nuggets that we can influence in our theory. So let's have a look. His last update from yesterday for Catalyst would be the following. So he's saying the first one is the 8 trillion active managing buying. This is apparently the still buying of funds into Tesla shares. Then you have the MIC Y launch, which is the Model Y launch made in China, which is also happening now. Then you have, you know, the street expectations going up for the upcoming year. Then we have the Cybertruck update. Then we have the full self-driving launch. Then we have the Biden inauguration and the V credits. Then we have the 4-quarter EPS beat as per his calculations. And then we have also the delivery estimations. And I think those are the two most important. So the estimations by the Tesla team to say, okay, we think that we can produce 850,000 cars next year, which would be absolutely amazing. I mean, we have the Gigafactory in Germany, we have the Gigafactory in Texas, we have the Gigafactory that is growing like, you know, like mushrooms in the forest, right, in China. So all of this is really, really important for the growth. And obviously the Q1 will be very important because we will have the Q4 numbers, which I think will be another record for Tesla. As you know, they have such a nice positive cash flow, plus the 5 billion roundabout that they raised in the last capital increase by issuing new shares and a little bit of dilution. And, you know, I'm just feeling that the absolute next bullish argument will be also the Gigafactory in Germany. I mean, as per my best knowledge, Elon Musk said about in May 2020, then for a year from now, the cars will already roll out in Gigafactory Germany. So this means we are about 4 months away, or maybe 5 months away, from the first cars really rolling out in Germany, which will be another, you know, great catalyst for the Tesla shares to go higher. So I don't see so many scenarios where the Tesla shares would go into the sell-off or correction, even though, you know, you can argue that the share price is a little bit inflated. But on the other side, if you're thinking about the future or the past, even, you know, this happened also with Netflix, this happened with Amazon, and it's basically always the same pattern, right? The people say, oh, the company is overvalued, oh, you know, they will not be able to this and that, and then, you know, a great management, a great product, the great customer base always leads into a fantastic business. And if the business is fantastic, then the share price will follow eventually. And that's why I'm super happy to be invested into Tesla, to be back invested into Tesla. As you remember, if you follow me for a couple of months, I sold unfortunately all my shares in Tesla with the downhill, though I had the fantastic profit on this, and now I'm back on Tesla. And which exactly products I'm buying, I'm sharing obviously with my community in the Discord chat, which you can join with the join button, and getting the Real Wolf membership, which is fantastic if you want to, you know, beside my daily vlogs, you want to talk with, you know, like-minded people, or you go for the X10 Masterclass and get lifetime access for Discord as well. So I'm super excited for the second stock split. I think the date of that could be already in January or February, when the share price for the first time could hit $1,000. This would be just insane. I would be looking forward. I would say this is the right way to do. The people are just loving Tesla, and that's so beautiful to see that everything went nicely out. It seems like, you know, a butterfly that finally opened his cocoon and show us all the beauty.